Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. For today's video, we're going to be talking about what I read for the month of June. So for the month of June, I only read 7 books, which is a lot, but for me, I normally read 10 and over. I read very good books, let's just say, but it was a slower month for me. I was on vacation a lot and I was just enjoying my family. So with that being said, let's go over all the books that I read this month. I read a total of 7 books this month, like I said, and I will tell you none of them were under 3 stars. All of them were 4 and over, I believe, if I'm looking at this right. Yep. I started off the month, by the way, can you guys tell that it's July 2nd and I am so over the heat here in Vegas? Hence why I'm wearing my fall shirt today. I think I'm going to be one of those people that will be putting up decorations as soon as 4th of July is over. So judge me all you want, but I am a fall girly. My favorite holiday of the entire year is fall, and I've just been craving some cozy witchy books, some dark gothic romances, and stay tuned because you'll probably see a lot of that stuff on my TBR. Don't judge. Anyways, I started off the month by finishing The Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I finished it off with book 2, A Good Girl, Bad Blood, and book 3, As Good as Dead by Holly Jackson. I gave this one a 4.5, and the way that I describe this book is we're following Pip, a high school senior who's about to go to college, and she is unraveling these true crimes that are happening in her small town. Someone in Goodreads said that this book felt like a 4-star read, but the experience, the adrenaline rush, the mystery, the true crime behind it felt like a 5-star, and I completely agree. That is exactly how I felt. I ended up giving this book a 4.5. Not quite a 5, only because it was missing something, but again, it was fun. I love the full cast narrators in this book. To be honest with you, for a YA mystery thriller, this was a little bit darker. Pip goes through some things based off of the way that book 1 ends, and it gets dark, and I'm very surprised for a YA for it to be that dark, but nonetheless I did enjoy this very much. Now for this one, I gave it a 4 because honestly the twist and the turns on this was so fucking outlandish. Like it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. If you've read this book, if you read the series, you will know a senior, okay, and something happens in this book that it's so freaking outlandish. Like, I get it. I love thrillers. That's why it's a fiction, right? That's why thrillers can be crazy, over the top, overdone. And I feel like this was it. Like, when certain events happen in this book, I was like, really? It's this crazy? Like, this is the way that we're gonna end the series? This is what actually happens to the main character? This is what the main character does? Like, I just thought it was outlandish and ridiculous. I had a good time though, which is why I still gave it a 4. But I don't know, was it necessary? Did Holly Jackson just throw it in there just to, like, I don't know, give you the wow factor? I don't know. It did not give me the wow factor. It just gave me, like, this is outlandish, fucking ridiculous vibes. But nonetheless, I enjoyed this series overall. I think mainly because of the crimes that were being committed, of the mystery, of the fact that it's got, like, small town vibes, the freaking cast of narrators narrating this book, the special effects. I had a good time. Then I finally decided to enter into the darkest pit of the world, which is the most depressing. And I decided to start the Boys of Tommen series by reading Binding 13 and Keeping 13. Both of these books are obviously a 5-star, okay? These are such emotional reads. I haven't even started Joey's book yet, which is Saving Six, I think it's called, because I'm just not there yet, you guys. These books are so heavy, okay? These are so heavy. So if you didn't know what the Boys of Tommen series is, it's a coming of age story where we're following the Tommen boys, the Boys of Tommen, and Tommen is an elite rugby school, and each book or each duet of books follows a specific team player and his romance. So in this one, we're following number 13, which is Johnny, and his love interest is Shannon. I just love these characters. They feel so real, so flawed, and it's just so emotional. We have Johnny, who is an amazing rugby player. He's got a good future ahead of him. He is the most popular boy in school. And then we have Shannon, who has suffered from bullying all her life in school, is emotionally and physically abused by her alcoholic father. And the romance in here is just so beautiful and pure. The events and the scenes in here are just so tragic and so sad. If I would describe their love in a couple of words, it would be that Johnny is this all-star guy, has a good future ahead of him, and all he wants to do in life is save Shannon. And it's so heartbreaking. Like, the way that Binding 13 ended was so freaking heartbreaking. Like, I have a clip on Instagram of that day where I was finishing the last couple pages of this book, and they were just so hard to read. So hard to read. But immediately I jumped back into it with Keeping 13. I love this because it wasn't as traumatic as book 1 was, but it still has the found family, the emotional roller coaster of high school love, beautiful romance, just everything. These books are everything and more. And I'm just pacing myself, to be honest with you. I'm not ready to... Joey's probably going to be one of my favorite characters of the entire series, and I'm not ready to read his abusive household experience at the age of 12, because I did read the back of it a little bit, and we're following him in his story when he's 12. And we all know, if you've read the first 2 books, that these kids have an alcoholic father, and Joey is the man of the house, the one that protects all his siblings from their own father and also their mother. So it's just so hard, you guys. I don't know when I'm gonna pick it back up, to be honest with you. I have no desire in picking it up anytime soon, because I just don't want to read something so sad and depressing. Even though these books are so good, I understand why they say take your time. And I will. 5 stars for both of these if I haven't mentioned it already. It was such an incredible, sad, traumatic, emotional roller coaster, but I loved every bit of it. After those books, I kind of wanted to read something darker. Like, I've been on this dark romance kick who knows how long. If anything, I don't think I've read much of any kind of summer reads, beach reads this summer. And now here we are. We're talking about dark romances, and possibly in the near future of the month of July, reading a lot of witchy cozy books. Hence the mood reader. Here I am in the flesh. So I wanted to read something dark and twisted and kind of messed up, so I did start book 1 in the North Shore Stories series. Wow, that's a handful. In the North Shore Stories series, which is Beautiful Fiend by Lola King. Yeah, this was good. It was okay. Honestly, I think if I'm gonna read anything dark romance-ish, I feel like I prefer them being dark mafia romances. And this is more of a rival gangs, enemies to lovers. They're part of 2 gangs in this city or in this town called the North Shore. And it doesn't hit the same. I don't know. This is, again, dark enemies to lovers romance, and the theme is their gang rivals, but not mafia rivals. So I don't know, you guys. I think mafia men do it better. Even though this was good and it was so messed up, the way that this book starts, check your trigger warnings, because not a lot of you might like are morally black at this point MMC, which I don't even remember his name. I didn't even write. I was so on vacation mode for the month of June that I didn't even write much of my thoughts on my little book journal. Kane? I don't know. I don't know what his name is, but he is morally black, okay? And he does some really fucked up shit to our FMC. But he's redeemable. He is redeemable, and you will see why when you read it. This was fun. This was good. But it just didn't hit the same as a mafia romance, which is why I gave it a 4. Then I finally picked up the next book in a brand new series by Elsie Silver, which is Wild Love. I believe these are all single dad romances, and I totally forgot about that. Single dad, billionaire, best friend's little sister romance, small town romance. I mean, all the tropes are in there. They were all good. This was good. I gave this a 4. Not necessarily a 5, just because, I don't know, I feel like this is just the beginning of the series, and I feel like as the series progresses, it's only going to get better, and this didn't feel like a 5 for me, but overall, I had a great time, and I love the way Elsie Silver writes. I just love how digestible her writing is. She literally writes everyday situations with these characters where it's not like swoon worthy and they're just living their lives, but the way that she writes them, the way that her writing flows perfectly. You could just binge her books. They are so bingeable, and that's what I love about this author. We have great banter in here. The narrators were top tier. We also have our MMC Grant. I think his name is Grant. Ford Grant. He has a daughter. Okay, and she's 12 years old, and I absolutely loved his daughter. I loved her so much. And so the dynamic and the relationship between our main female character, Rose, and his 12-year-old daughter is just so beautiful. It's so beautiful to watch how that relationship blossoms throughout the book and how much our FMC cares for his daughter, even though she's not her biological mother. It's just so good. I just love these books. They're so comforting. I ended up finishing the month off reading a steamy Rivals to Lovers hockey romance, and it was so good. This one did not have an audiobook, but it didn't need it because the writing style of this author flows so well. It's so easy to read that I just had myself a good time. We're talking about Face Off by Chelsea Crudeau. This is the first book in the DC Star series, and these are all hockey romances. I'm already reading the second one and I am having the best time of my life. In these books, we have found family, really steamy scenes, funny, we have banter, just a good time. You know, if you're looking for the next hockey series to binge, this would be it. And I'm only on book 1 and book 1 got a 5-star. In this one, we're following Emmy and Maverick. What makes this story so interesting and unique is the fact that Emmy is actually also an NHL hockey player playing in the same team as Maverick. So we have that dynamic, forced proximity, we have banter, we have steam, tension, angst. He falls first, he's a golden retriever, she's more of like a black cat, very sassy. I just love it. Their dynamic, their romance, I love it. It's also forbidden because they work together. You guys, it is such a good series and I'm only on book 2 and I haven't even gone in depth with book 2 yet. I'm already loving everything about these books. I also did not know that the author has other character cameos throughout this series that are in other series, which I think is really cool. There are 2 characters in this book that are already together, married, they have kids. It's a billionaire football nanny romance, and that is part of her other series, and I think it's called Off Camera or something, and it's book 3 in that series. It's Off Camera, that's book 4, and it's the Love Through a Lens romance series, and that I think entails, I don't know, people in the photography profession. I don't know, but I thought that was really cool that she kind of like incorporates characters from older books or in the past series. I think that's very unique. Anyways, if I didn't say so already, this was a 5. Hands down. Even from page 1, I was like, I love this already. Like, I'm having a good time. And when a book makes me feel that way, that I automatically love it, you know it's going to be a good time. You know it's going to be a 5-star. So there you have it. Those are the 7 books I read this month. The lowest rating was a 4-star. I mean, come on. Did I have a good month? Yes. Was it a slower month? Yes. But look at all my 4 or 5 stars. I can't wait to gather up all of the books that I've given 5 stars this year. I feel like I've given a lot of 5 stars, and you will be seeing that in the near future. I will be doing the mid-year freak out tag video, and also I think I'm going to be doing half of the year video where I talk about all my 5-star reads. I will say though, if it's like 50 books, I'm going to narrow it down to 20, okay? Because otherwise we'll be here all day and I will be pulling my hair out. Look for those videos. They'll be coming in the near future sometime this month. I can promise you that, hopefully. So that's it for today's video. If you like this video, please don't forget, as always, to like and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye!